Exciting, yeah. Right into you know how a microphone works. You're experienced in the showbiz field. Good morning, Fred.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being here. Now, if you're going, who is Fred? Now, we're going to put this on Instagram, or what do we put this on?
It's on Instagram Live right now.
It's going to be on Instagram Live.
It's happening right now.
Now, Instagram Live, Dave Ryan Show on Instagram. So Fred is famous because years ago, in about 96 or so, he was in this video.
Up to you today?
Boy, I'll say.
Well, that's great. Would you care for some ham or beef?
A little both, I think.
All right.
Making friendly conversations like this is a big part of greeting and serving guests. By greeting the guest warmly and holding brief conversations as you serve them, you say to our guests, "We're glad you're here." Let's take a closer look at greeting guests. You might ask something like this.
Is it still hot out there?
Or this.
Did you catch a game last night?
Or this.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
Classic line. Have you tried it? Can you still deliver that line all these years later, the lasagna line, Fred?
Well, sure I can. Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
Sounds exactly the same. Yay!
That's so fun.
Welcome to Studio Fred. Fred is all decked out in the chef's uniform and everything. So let's go back. Fred, first of all, thanks for coming in. How did this video come about? How did you get recruited to be in this old country? Give me the whole backstory on this video. Right up close to the microphone. I don't have good microphones here.
Well, the John at the Old Country Buffet, who's still the at Golden Corral manager.
Okay.
He wanted to have somebody go and do a production shoot, and it was at Highland Park.
Okay.
So I just went over there and did the shoot. It was like at midnight, and it had to be when the store closed.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just did the shoot, and there was actors there and heavy lights and everything, and that was about it.
Do you get paid for this gig, Fred? They used to throw you a free gift card or anything for doing that?
I did get paid. It was just normal pay plus a little incentive, and but as you can tell, it brought me to the video and a little highlight of my life, and making a little money on the side even today.
What? Yeah. So now you got headphones on. It's screwing up your hat. So take the headphones off. You don't even need them. I don't know why Jenny, producer of the year, he doesn't need headphones. He's fine, producer of the year. Put the hat back on, Fred, because you don't look the same without. There
we go. Now I feel better.
There it is. Giving you a hard time, Jenny. So all these years, when was that video made, Fred?
It was the mid-'90s.
Do people recognize you when you're out? Do you ever get like, hey, you're the Old Country Buffet guy?
Not yet.
No, not yet? Okay.
I get a lot of people that try to look me up online, and I've had to send off autographs, and one person wanted to fly me out to his wedding to carve his meat.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you still know how to carve a ham? Can you still carve a ham?
Dime thickness, yes.
Dime thickness? Is that the key?
Yes. That's how they wanted me to, why they wanted me to go on production, because I was so good at carving.
Look at
You
that.
got chosen, a special chosen person. Wow.
And because of my people skills, that's why the manager
enormous people skills. Did you actually use some of those corny lines on the kids? Like, have you tried, you're going to get a hot fudge sundae? You actually use some of those corny lines on there, Fred?
No. It was all dialogue. That's what they told me to say. And the only thing that it was my own lines were, all right. that was it.
Classic.
That was improvised. I love that.
Have you tried the lasagna?
It's my favorite.
How many takes did you screw up? Did you have to do it over and over, Fred? Were you there until 4 a.m. or did you pretty much nail it?
We were there till about 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And there's a lot of different things that people don't know. Like they took out the glass out of the buffet thing.
Sure, yeah.
And I read all the comments on YouTube and stuff from when I posted the video and whatnot. Like how sweaty my face was and whatnot.
I was going to bring that up, but I'm glad you brought it up first. So, did the makeup guy not realize that you were hot under the lights and you got a steaming tray of beef in front of you? Did they not put makeup on you, or what happened?
I think they just didn't even care. Yeah,
he's
it
like,
was
"Man."
meat sweats all over my face from
my
the
God,
steam
yeah.
of the meat and the heat lamps and everything. So
How did the video resurface again? Because again, 30 years, and you've known about it obviously all this time, but there's a lot of people who I saw it for the first time maybe 3-4 years ago, and then it came back again because things come back on social. But how did it come back? Do you remember?
I don't think it ever really
Never
went
went
away
away,
because people just kept thinking it was funny, and then it kept people kept remaking the video.
Oh, people remake it?
Yeah, if you search Old Country Buffet or The Carving Guy or anything like that, anywhere, even just as a general search on Google, you'll see how many come up and how many different people.
This, guys. Seriously,
So-
we got to do this one. Who
Parody.
gets to be Fred? Who's going to be Fred?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be Fred?
You.
You have
So-
to be Fred.
We'll spray you in
be
the
Fred.
face with some water, nice and sweaty.
Have you tried lasagna? It's my favorite. How was that? Okay. Were you on Jimmy Kimmel? Didn't Kimmel talk about you in this video?
I just found out about that recently. One of my fans sent me the Jimmy Kimmel thing, and I didn't even know about it till they sent it to me. So, yeah, he doesn't even know who I am at this point until I tell him.
Okay.
So, or unless somebody else sends him a message like how you found out.
Yeah.
I saw it. It came on Instagram. And the comments, oh, Fred, have you read the comments? They're awful and inappropriate and hysterical.
I just go with it, Dave.
You're a class act, Fred.
Yes.
You're a class act. What do you do these days? Fred, by the way, is the guy who does, I'll play it for you again because I know people are coming in and out of the radio all the time. So Fred is this guy.
Enough to eat today?
Boy, I'll say.
Well, that's great. Would you care for some ham or beef?
A little both, I think.
All right.
Making
Then I'll
friendly
fast forward to
guests
Fred again.
warmly and holding breath here. Let's take a closer look at greeting guests. You might ask something like this,
Is it still hot out there?
or this,
Did you catch a game last night?
or this.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
Did you ever, we talked about whether you use those lines or not, or did you come up with lines of your own? Like if I was there, I was at Carver Meat, I'd be like, you've come up here too many times, or do you really need another slab of pork? That's kind of the thing I would say. What did you actually say to these people? What was one of your conversational markers?
I would just say, would you like some ham or beef? And then I would say, how's that for you? And then I would say, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
Classic.
Nothing else in the dialogue.
Gosh.
A lot of what people don't know is it was too late for that little girl to even be there that
okay,
late.
yeah.
So I was talking to the floor.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And then they added the girl later. So
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, I've never even told anybody that before, but it's sort of funny.
Wow.
We got an exclusive,
It
you
is
guys. Fred has
exclusive
never
here.
admitted you were talking to the floor.
Right.
How long did you work for Old Country Buffet?
Probably about 5 years.
And then what did you do after that?
I got into the commercial printing field.
Okay.
I printed the Thompson Fleer baseball and football cards
No
for
kidding.
10 years.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So-
What do you do now? You still in the printing business?
I plow and do lawn maintenance and own rental properties and do in-home maintenance
Wow, jack of all trades.
Life is good for
Yeah.
Fred
and travel the
family.
world.
Yeah.
And so you have this chef's costume that you still wear, and you go out and do birthday parties or bar mitzvahs or weddings. You get married one day, Bailey.
I'm
or
gonna
Jenny.
have- yeah.
You're going to have Fred come by and carve the meat for you.
Yep. And he's going to say, all right, to every single one of my guests.
All right.
All right. Fred, it was a joy to have you in. This was super cool. I can't believe what I found out from our mutual friend Amy that you live here in town. It's
Yeah,
Amy,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And I do have to say, I did have Box of Beats make even a jingle for me, too.
Oh, my.
So
We have a jingle?
Yeah, he made like the Carving Guy theme song.
Oh, do we
Wow.
have audio of this somewhere?
Yeah, it's in my phone.
Oh.
Oh, well,
I mean,
let's take a second.
If you wanted
Fred,
me, I
that's a
could
dumb
play
question.
it, but
Get it out,
was,
Get it
of
out.
course.
I
Pull
just
out the-
I didn't have time to tell you, but
Pull out that jingle. I want to hear
yeah.
it. All right.
Yeah, Fred and I
here we
met
go.
briefly in the hallway
Yes.
just before he walked up.
The carving guy, 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 the carving guy,
goes on for 2 minutes. I don't know how long.
I love it.
You get the gist of
Taking
it.
enough.
I just want to like put in there like, all right, all
He
right,
does it,
all right.
and then it starts off with, and that's his mouth he's doing it with.
Yeah.
And then he does say, "Have you tried the lasagna?"
Oh, I gotta hear this.
See, that's him.
All right. You tried the lasagna. It's my favorite. You can always come back for more. Do you like hot fudge sundaes? All right. Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite. You can always come back for more. Do you like hot fudge sundaes? Boy, I'll say...
That's awesome.
Fred, let me
I
tell you
love
something.
it.
This is the best radio show we've done in many, many, many years here. We've done a lot of stuff that failed. We did a lot of garbage radio, but this is the best. This is the best we've done in a long time. Give us your line one more time, and we'll let you get on with your life. Fred?
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
Give it up for Fred.
Yay.
You're amazing.
All right.
Oh, seriously, Fred, it was a joy to meet you. Thanks for being on. I appreciate it so much. If you missed the video, it's on Instagram Live. It'll replay on Instagram. Thank you, Fred. You take care.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's 101.3 KDWB. We don't do a show prep.